In 2019, question 2019, question 2, there were 4 marks, and the question asked, express 1728, express 1728 and 2025 in terms of its prime factors. Prime, not as used here. In terms of the prime factors. Hence evaluate. Evaluate what? Evaluate Q.2 of 1728 over square root of 2025. Now, when you see this question, when you see such a question, what rings in your mind is you're not supposed to use a calculator at this point, and you are needed to express this as prime factors. There is an answer for this and for this. That is why it is 4 marks. Now, you come to 1728. Expressing as prime factors, you're supposed to use the tree diagram. So the first prime factor that is common here, or this number, is divisible by 2. So you take 2, you have 8 because of 16, you have 1, you have 6, and you have 4. Then you take 2, you have 4, you have 3, and you have 2. You take 2 again, you have 2, you have 1, you have 6. You take 2, you have 1, 0, 8. You have 2, you have 5, and 5 and 4. You have 2, you have 27. You have 3, you have 9. You have 3 again, and 3. Alright? I hope this is clear. At this point, 27, 3 because of 9, then 9, 3, 3. Yes. Now, the prime factors for 1728, you say 1728. 1728 is equals to 2 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is 2 raised to 6 times 3 raised to 3. 1, 2, 3. So this can then be expressed as 2 raised to 6 times 3 raised to 3 in terms of its prime factors. Now, what about 2025? 2025. 2025 in terms of its prime factors. Do you have a 2? No. 2025, 2025 is not divisible by 2. But is it divisible by 3? Yes, it is. Divisibility test of 3, you are supposed to add these numbers. And I see when you add them, it comes to 9. Therefore, it is divisible by 3. So when you put 3 there, you have 6 because of 18, you carry 2. Again, 7 because of 21, you carry 1. Then you have 5 because of 15. Again, is it divisible by 3? Yes, because this is 6 plus 7, that should be 13, plus 8, that is 18. 18 is divisible by 3. Now you have 3, 2, then 2, carry 1, then 5. Is it divisible by 3 again? Yes. When you add this is 9. So by 3, you have 7 because of 21, you have 5. Again 3, you have 2 because of 6, carry 1, 5. Then here it is 5 and 5. So 2025 can be expressed as 3 raised to 1, 2, 3, 4 times 5 raised to 2. Okay? That is correct. So you have 1 mark, M1 and M1 for the 2. Up to that point, now you are supposed to, we want to come to this question. After you have answered this and this, you have 1 mark and 1 mark because of the methods and the correct answer. So, let us delete this part. Now, this one, you can write it in terms of its prime factors, and you have, or I know you know that if you don't know, 11728 can be written as, if it is cubed, sorry, squared, you can write as raised to 1 over 3. And this can also be written as 2025 and raised to a half. The square root is raised to a half. Now, here, write what you have there. You have 2 raised to 6 and times 3 raised to 3, and you have the cube root. And here you have 3 raised to 4 times 5 raised to 2, and you have the square root, or raised to a half. Now this one can open the powers. You multiply 1 over 3 by these powers, and your answer is 2. 6 times 1 over 3, 6 times 1 over 3 is 1, and here 2. So the answer is 2. So 2 raised to 2 times 3 raised by 1 over 3 raised by 4 times a half is 2 times 5 raised to 1, because this one is 1. The answer is 4 times 3 is 12 over, you can also divide at this point, sorry, you have 3, if it will confuse you, you can subtract, you can delete this one and then you change the power, but if it will confuse you, just continue here. 4 times this one is 12 over, this is 9 times, this is 45. Then you simplify further, divide by 3. This is 4 over 15. So you have 4 over 15 is the answer. 4 over 15. Now, I want also to show you another way you could have used it. Instead of writing the powers, instead of writing these powers, you could say, I hope there is no much reflection here, because I'm indicating it here. I'm putting this because of the reflection. But anyway, let us do it somewhere here again, because I know you have understood. Instead of writing in terms of powers, you can just say this one, the cube root of 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 3 times 3 times 3. If you are looking for the cube root of this, the numerator, I know you can group them in terms of 3, 3, and 3 and pick one. So the answer is 2 times 2 times 3. So the cube root of this, 1728, or the cube root of this, the answer is 2 times 2 times 3, which is 12. I remember we had 12 in our numerator. Then the denominator is the square root of 2025. 2025 is here. Instead of writing 3 raised to 4, you say 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, 10 times 5 times 5. And then it is the square root, not the cube root. So you take 2, 2, and 2. So you have 3 times 3 times 5. This one, the denominator is 45. And now again, your answer is numerator over denominator is 12 over 45. Simplify further, you divide by 3, you have 4 over 15. The same answer. So, for your ability to solve here, you solve up to this point to get 12 over 15, or here you get 1 mark, and you have an A1 for the answer. So you have 4 marks at the end of it all.